It was a quiet summer evening in Boston, Massachusetts, when Olivia Carter stepped out of the crowded subway station. The city was alive with the hum of traffic, the laughter of college students spilling out of nearby cafes, and the distant sound of music drifting from a street performer's guitar. Olivia, now 28, adjusted the strap of her tote bag and smiled faintly. Life had been moving fast, so fast that she barely noticed how quickly 10 years had passed since she last saw him. The him she was thinking about was Ethan Miller. Back in high school, they had been inseparable. Olivia and Ethan were not officially together, but everyone could see the connection between them. The way Ethan always saved her a seat in class, the way Olivia's laughter came easiest when Ethan was around. They had shared secrets under the oak tree behind their school, walked home together after basketball practice, and promised each other they would chase their dreams no matter what. But life had its way of pulling people apart. After graduation, Ethan's family moved away to Chicago, and Olivia stayed in Boston to pursue her passion for design. They promised to keep in touch, but as months turned into years, texts slowed down, calls became rare, and eventually silence settled between them. Olivia sometimes wondered if he thought of her as often as she thought of him. Now, 10 years later, fate had prepared a surprise. Olivia was walking into a local bookstore, her favorite spot in the city. The store had tall shelves, warm yellow lights, and the comforting smell of paper and coffee. She loved to spend hours there after work, sketching designs or reading novels. As she turned into the aisle of travel books, she froze. There he was, Ethan Miller. His hair was a little shorter now, his frame broader, his jawline sharper than before. He wore a navy button-down shirt with the sleeves rolled up, and in his hands was a book about architecture. For a second, Olivia thought she was imagining him, but then he looked up, and their eyes met. "Olivia?" he said, almost in disbelief. Her heart skipped. "Ethan?" They both laughed nervously, the years suddenly collapsing into this one moment. They decided to sit at the bookstore cafe. Ethan ordered black coffee, just like he used to, and Olivia got her usual iced latte. "I can't believe it's been 10 years," Olivia said, stirring her drink. "I know," Ethan replied. "You look exactly the same, maybe even better." She laughed. "You're lying, but thank you." They talked about everything: college, jobs, family. Olivia had become a graphic designer at a publishing company. Ethan was now an architect working in Chicago, but visiting Boston for a project. The way he spoke, with that familiar spark in his eyes, reminded her of the boy she used to know. But as they talked, Olivia realized something. Although time had changed their lives, the connection between them was untouched, still alive beneath the surface. "Do you remember the oak tree?" Olivia asked softly. Ethan smiled. "How could I forget? That was our spot." They reminisced about high school days, the time Ethan had helped her prepare for a math test, the night they sneaked into the football field just to see the stars, the silly arguments over music playlists. "I always wondered," Olivia admitted, "why we lost touch." Ethan lowered his gaze. "Life just happened, but I never forgot you." Those words stirred something deep inside her. She hadn't expected him to say that. After leaving the bookstore, Ethan asked, "Do you want to walk a bit? Boston looks more beautiful at night." They strolled along Charles River Esplanade, where the water reflected the lights of the city. The air was warm, and a soft breeze carried the scent of flowers. People jogged past, couples held hands, and children laughed nearby. "It feels strange," Olivia said, "like no time has passed." "Maybe that's what happens with people who are meant to reconnect," Ethan replied. Her heart fluttered at his words. She didn't know if he meant them lightly or with intention, but either way, it made her cheeks warm. Over the next few weeks, Ethan extended his stay in Boston. He and Olivia met often, sometimes at the bookstore, sometimes at a cafe, sometimes just walking around the city. One evening, sitting on a park bench, Ethan finally spoke the truth he had held for years. "I liked you back then," he confessed. "More than just a friend. But I never said it. I was scared of ruining what we had." Olivia's eyes widened. She had waited a decade to hear those words. "I liked you too," she whispered. They sat in silence for a moment, the weight of unspoken feelings filling the air. But life was not that simple. Ethan's job was still in Chicago, while Olivia's career was in Boston. Long distance wasn't easy, and they both knew it. One evening, Olivia asked, "Do you think this is just temporary? Like, we're reliving the past, but it's not practical?" Ethan shook his head. "Number, I think